Yes, 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 yes. It's Wednesday night.
It surely is, my
Light
brethren.
walking night. So all my light walkers out there. We're waiting for a few more people to jump in with
Yeah,
us.
man.
So we can do this the way we do it.
Always, my brethren.
It's Lord Cassius D.
Your brethren Chris Lyon.
And we light walking tonight.
Straight up.
This is brought to you by Ancient Mystics All Natural Products. Get your natural products from us. My voice kind of scratchy. I'm already scratchy. I'm extra scratchy tonight. Y'all bear with me. I'm a little scratch tonight.
You know how that be.
Before we get into it, like I said, Ancient Mystics All Natural Products, where we got all that holistic and organic products. Y'all know this Friday we throw our legendary Green Party Social, which is going to be at 720 what's that, Fifth Avenue?
Fifth Avenue, my
Make
brother.
it a little bit bigger for Take them to the big screen. Take them to the big screen with it.
I'll take you and I to the big screen.
All
It's
right,
already
we go
big
to the big
screen.
screen. I don't mind being on the big screen. It's going to be our organic kickback. You see what I'm saying? That's Friday, December 8th. That's this Friday from 5 to 8. Hey, we doing it. We got the mushrooms. I know if y'all seen some of my lives, some of the mushrooms we be having, those great oysters and that lion's mane. I'm talking about fresh. I even got them dried.
Yeah,
We're going to have a buffet, and it's going to be an organic buffet. You see what I'm saying? Organic. That means this is food we've been harvesting and things that you don't always get a chance to see. Super nutritionists and all my people that having some memory loss and stress and stuff like that in the brain. You better come have some of these mushrooms with us because I'm sure going to hook them up. And Chef L, he got some wonderful surprises for us. And all our great people at Harvest Therapies. That's our place too. So you know what I'm saying? Ancient Mystics Harvest Therapy. You might always call us one thing because we're all in the same thing. You see? So that's going to be at 720 West Fifth Avenue in Gary, Indiana. That's going to be from 5 to 8. We got, we're building a network center of holistics. And when I say that, meaning you're going to be able to get a massage there. We got a massage therapist on there. Got my wonderful sister, Nancy, the alchemist. Listen, she comes. She's going to bring the sound bowls, have sound bath, consultations, healing waters. She does a lot of great things. So we want to come and patronize her. It's a $20 donation. The money goes to Green Party Social so that we can build more socials. But we got organic bar. I can't tell y'all about that because it ain't nothing you ever seen. We got fermentations and things you have never seen. Listen, we're gonna do it to you right. Yeah, you'll leave there feeling jolly too. Cause I got some stuff for you. Cash been in the lab. I got some stuff for you.
You been cooking it up, brother.
Yeah, I ain't playing with it. So that's Green Party Social.
Yeah, man.
That's like I said. That's this Friday, December 8th. From 5 to 8 p.m. It's our after work kickback, our organic kickback.
Yeah, man, come
at
fill your
Harvest
belly's
Therapies
minds.
at 720 West Fifth Avenue in Gary, Indiana. DM me, call me, come on out. If you want more information how to get there, it's so easy because it's like downtown Gary and that ain't that big.
Straight up.
You go around the corner, you miss it. So come on out and check it out and be about. You see what I'm saying? And make sure you call us when you en route. Now, them bars.
Watch out. Don't steal the lines,
bars,
man.
Yeah, them bars. Don't y'all take
Trademark,
my bars.
man. Copyright.
Nobody take my bars now. Nobody take my bars. Like I said. And, and this is why before we even get into what we're getting into, the Green Party Social. Green Party Social is not a political thing. Green Party Social is I like to call it eco-living. You know what I'm saying?
Eco-living, my brother.
Eco-living.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about living off the land. We talking about even making some green.
Yeah.
Like some green paper.
Most
that go in your pockets. Micro businesses coming together. Things all coming together, you know what I'm saying, organically for a holistic world. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to bring the holistics to people. And if we was in this game just to be selling products, and like I always say, we ain't no snake oil salesman.
Yeah,
Meaning we just ain't gonna give you nothing that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? Because I can make $1 off of it, and you come to me about herbs, and I say, yeah, you need this and that. You know how many people I turned down like that? How many people I actually turned down like that?
True.
They don't need that. One lady came to me one time. She said, Brother Cassius, this is her, and I'm fatigued and this, that, and the other. And I woke up feeling like this. And she said, what kind of herb? I said, I ain't got no herb. She said, yes, you do. You got to have something. I said, you want some advice? I said, get up off your butt and go outside and enjoy that sunshine.
Yeah, man. Real talk. That's the first step.
All right, I ain't got no herbs for that.
Yeah, man.
Now you can catch me after 11:30. Come have a glass of lemonade with me over at the garden.
You understand?
I ain't got no herbs for none of that. See, so all that stuff is organic. All that stuff is you know what I'm saying? We try to keep this holistic. Even the music that we listen to,
Straight
what we
up.
do in the Green Party, is different. It's only for those that are like us, y'all. Everybody ain't like us.
Here's what it is, man.
Everybody ain't like us. They not. They just not. They're not like you. Face it. Our topic of discussion tonight is a similar topic to that. Everybody ain't like you. So this is for my Green Party social people, my ancient mystics, my harvest therapy people. Shop our store in the Cleveland Street Market down here on Cleveland Street in Gary, Indiana. Make sure you shop with us. Shop with us on Fifth Avenue at our other spot. And anywhere you see Ancient Mystics, all natural products, make sure y'all shop. Stop and shop. When you see that logo, stop and shop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's improving, not helping, improving a business that is holistically brought for everybody. So that's Green Party Social, Friday, December 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. Harvest Therapies, 720 West 5th Avenue, Gary, Indiana. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. You know what I'm saying? So that we had to get that out the way. Okay, we can move on.
Yeah, man. Serious thing.
We'll tell y'all again about it later.
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure to forward out,
Lightwalkers.
It's going to be grand.
Wednesday night. Good Wednesday. Week has been good.
Yeah, it's been a
world kind of stupid, but the week has been good.
Yeah, it's been one of them weeks.
Yeah. Hey man, I know we're finna dive into the sun. We gotta do that.
Yeah, always, man.
I noticed they was talking about a pneumonia coming. They said they
really?
got these new cases of pneumonia in China. And it's coming this way. That's something I just want to say that before we got into the sun. Because you know we always watching them wildfires.
Yeah, man.
And what's in it. That's just something I just want to put out there. I don't mean to make you go grab your suitcase and try to jump off the planet.
Yeah, you might ruffle some feathers right there tonight, brother.
And you can't get your suitcases and jump off the planet. Everybody want to run to the end of the planet and jump off of it. You can't get off the planet.
Right there.
You ain't getting off of it.
No.
And to all my hip hop heads, my Zulu Nation brothers and sisters, peace, Aki, peace, Malika, peace, kings and queens.
Yeah, man.
Gotta shoot y'all out too, my famo. So with no further ado, let's go do the sun.
That's right. Let's jump to it, man. You know how we always like to get down each and every Wednesday, man. We like to jump into this grand sun presentation and dive out there into the cosmos, man. You understand? We like to check out the sun from the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites orbiting out there somewhere in between the Earth and the sun. So we're going to be looking at it through this particular lens that gives us this green look at the sun today. You know what I mean? And we like to look at different formats because the sun is just so bright, man. We can't see it with our visible eye. We have to see it through different spectrums of light. And yeah, man, the sun.
Give them the full blast.
Most definitely.
The full blast.
You know, I always be holding back when it comes to that, brother.
Yeah, give them the full blast.
I got to start pulling the trigger, man.
Blast them.
Let's jump to it, man. Let's go right into it, man. Back again from the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites. You understand?
Yeah,
something massive. Yeah, man. Y'all check it out here, man. We're looking at the sun again, man, from the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites. And as we've been monitoring the sun over the past week, we've noticed it's been really active, man. We've seen that big corona hole last week. Remember that, brethren? We've seen that big black mass on the middle of the sun as it rotated. Yeah, and it was letting out such intense cosmic winds. Whenever you see a tear in the sun's atmosphere like that, it's a cooler region, a disturbed region. And when it opens up, it makes it more prone to unleashing the solar winds, and when they come out, they start to interact with the planets around us. So it's a very interesting thing to study, as we don't get to see them large like that sometimes. And this thing was over 500,000 miles long, you know, so it goes to show you how it how massive it is and how much of an effect it's going to have on us in turn. And what was going on during that time over the past couple of days was those large earthquakes out in the Philippines. They had over 119 earthquakes happen in the Philippines, I believe, on the East Coast. And there was large earthquakes like 6.9 and 7.2, followed by a lot of other smaller ones. And that was in turn fueled by this coronal hole that was, facing towards Earth at the particular time, causing the Earth to rumble because the Earth runs on frequencies, and when, as we know from studying these solar winds, when they interact with the planet, they start to disrupt the Schumann resonance, which is the Earth's natural frequency, 7.83 hertz. It's been changed up over the course of time due to, man-made inventions and such, but that's roughly what it resonates at. And these solar winds start to interact with that. And when the Earth shakes, it starts to create different frequencies and such. That's why people see a lot of different light phenomena associated with it. So it's something very unique. And we got a chance to monitor it last week. So if y'all didn't get a chance already, go back to last week's episode and check that out, because it was a very interesting sight to see, especially with all the M-class and X-class flares that were being launched off last week. So over the past 48 hours, there's been a lot of slow activity. There hasn't been much. There's been a lot of high C-class flares, no M-classes just yet. And as you know, the scale goes C, M, and X, X being the highest class. And this has just been a very slow past 5-6 days for us, man. So we're going to continue to monitor her over the next couple of weeks and see if she continues to be active, because as you know, we are once again in solar cycle 25.
Solar cycle 25.
Yeah, man, something serious. And this is supposed to be the heightened time of activity for the sun throughout its history of tracking. And we've been tracking it since roughly the 1700s. It's been a long period of time that we've been monitoring this. So with that being said, we're going to keep our eyes, on the sun for the next couple of weeks and see if we see a lot more activity start to churn up. We see a couple of, solar flares coming off, smaller ones from some smaller sunspots on the sun. But as the sun continues to rotate and grow more active, we shall see some larger ones and a lot more interactive with the planet, So, yeah, man, the sun's been a little bit slow this week, my brethren, but this is just
still up there.
It's still up there. Still working hard. Know what I mean? Still warming me up.
That's the most important thing. It's still going.
Don't forget it, my brethren. And don't forget it, y'all. So check it out, man. We're jumping over here to the GOES X-ray flux, and this is just monitoring over the past, 2 or 3 days. And as we just spoke about, we haven't seen any large M-class flares. We've only seen some C-class flares come across. So you see that's measured in the spikes here on this chart. It's kind of like, how a seismic monitor measures the earthquakes, when the earth rattles and such, the needle moves back and forth. And the same thing with this, when these X-rays interact with Earth's ionosphere. So, yeah, man, been a slow week, and we'll dive one more stage deeper and check out the sun here from this particular Endless Solar Wind Prediction Center. And we're going to see here that as the sun rotates, as we spoke about before, she's constantly letting off these solar winds. And as they rotate, they interact with the planets out there. You see things like Mercury, Venus, and the planet Earth. And on this bottom chart right here, we see Earth right here monitored as this green circle. And that is what we can use as our reference point as to where these solar winds are going to hit. So you see, we got hit by, like I said, the C-class flare, and it's kind of measured right here on this chart. And as you see, it's just kind of a slow sloping chart, man. So not too much activity, unfortunately, man, because it's been a hell of a week when it came to the solar storms last week, man. Something serious. And we're going to jump over here to the to this globalincidentmap.com is what it's called. And this just monitors the different earthquakes on the planet and such. And, we were just talking about that one off the Philippines right here. We had a couple of large ones right here. Let me see if we can pull this one up. This one says it was a 5.1 magnitude. And like I said, there was 119 earthquakes happening at this time while the coronal hole was open on the sun. So,
that's deep.
Yeah, we get to see this activity increase like that, man. It goes to show you the correlation between life and the sun and the sky, man. It's got so much to do with each other. That's why we monitor that thing. Yeah, man. So, like I said, the earthquakes was happening over there as the coronal hole was aimed at the planet Earth, causing probably a lot more earthquakes than we would anticipate during a normal event. So, a very interesting thing, man. We're going to continue to monitor that over the next couple of weeks. But now we're going to jump into, our next feature here, which is checking out our CO2 monitoring map right here, or satellite. And this is just measuring the amounts of CO2 in the atmosphere. And we also get to see the wind patterns on here. We've been monitoring this because of the wildfires that have been burning all year long up in Canada, right above New York in the Ontario region, Toronto and such, and then all the way out to the West Coast, which where we see, a lot of wildfires picking up steam out there, and all that stuff is once again being churned up into the jet stream and getting caught up in these winds. And as you see these winds start to change up, we'll zoom in a little bit closer, and you start to see the lines moving. That is representative of the winds and what direction they're blowing from. So we see the winds coming out of the south real heavy right here. And, fortunately, we haven't had no big black mass sitting over Lake Michigan or over the Midwest where we at, because over the past few weeks, man, it's been treacherous, even going into these winter months. So hopefully as these winds stay in the direction that they're blowing, we'll see a lot less wildfire smoke up here in the Midwest and possibly on the East Coast, because it looks like it's still a little bit concentrated out that way. But yeah, man, Bridget, you were just talking about earlier this so-called new virus or strain in pneumonia or flu or something coming over from, Asia,
Yep.
from out east or west, however you want to look at it.
Yep.
And, as these things become airborne, we know virus travels by air. And as it gets blown up into the systems and travels over on different things, it'll eventually land here in the States, man.
You gotta get your herbs together, man.
What
Get
goes
your
up
health
comes down.
together. Get your immune system up. I'm telling y'all, I keep telling y'all over and over. You must get your immune system up. Your health is important. I know we all suffer from some things that we can do. Myself too.
Yeah.
I ain't just talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. I'm mirroring. But we gotta get our health up.
Yeah.
We gotta get ourselves together, get our immune systems up.
Straight up.
If all this CO2 is blowing over us, along with the chemical dust that's in the air from the fires, man, God knows what that is.
That sounds like a hell of a mixture.
And it's blowing up towards us, and we sitting in winter. So it's nothing, no real heat to burn off some of the bacteria. The bacteria becomes stale in the air because of the cold.
True.
And get your immune system up, get your herbs. This is why we do this. This is why we have these reports like this, because we want you to start looking up in the sky. So many of us so used to looking at the ground, at our feet walking, and now we're looking in them phones, and we're not paying attention to what's going on in the atmosphere.
That's right, man.
And you're part of the earth. You can't get off the earth. You can't run away from the earth. What they say, a man can't live 6 miles outside the atmosphere of the earth, or he perishes.
That's tripped up.
Do you see? That means you can't get off of it.
Yeah, man.
Can't live under it. You part of it. So we gotta pay attention to our air, the air that we breathe. You see, and what's in the air.
A few scientific studies have shown over the past few months that in the past 100,000 years, there hasn't been a warmer average temperature on the planet than there is this particular year. So I don't know the significance of that, but I just find it a fact to add to the equation.
Some say global warming, because you do have the polar ice caps melting.
And then speaking of that, the largest iceberg in Antarctica just broke off yesterday too.
Yeah.
Now it's floating out to the sea.
But this is the earth making changes.
Yeah.
Mother Nature makes changes. You see? So when Mother Earth makes changes, you must make the change too. All nature evolves.
True.
You see, evolution is taking place.
Absolutely.
She cleaning herself. She repairing things. We done cut down a lot of trees in the rainforests and places all over the world. And Mother Nature now, she's coming back to fix some of this stuff.
Yeah, man.
You see? So we have to fix ourselves in nature in order to sustain in Mother Nature. You see?
That's deep, brother.
Yeah, get your immune system together. Get it together, y'all. Get it together.
Hey, man, as they say.
Check out Carl. He got products. If you're in Indiana, you make sure you give Carl with a spoon. He got products. He got them. You know what I'm saying? He got them.
As they say, brother, adapt or die, man.
Man, it's real talk.
It is, man. It ain't no joke,
real
man.
Talk.
It's no joke, my brother.
That's real talk.
See, a lot of people who are stuck in a paradigm, man, and they don't want to evolve out of that, man. But the world's changing around you. It's going to leave you behind. And when you get left behind, you become almost like the lowest form of life, just existing, man.
Yeah. And It brings us to what we're talking about tonight. We didn't already kind of dive in. But this is brought to you by Ancient Mystics All Natural Products and also Take Notes Productions, meaning take notes. Before we get into the conversation thoroughly, we like to say, we're streaming across some platforms
Yeah.
and some different things that we can't say everything. We can't just give you everything you need. So we want you to take notes and do the research for yourself so you can protect your families. Lightwalkers is a community. Lightwalkers is about creating a conscious community that pays attention to the elements of nature because they understand that they're nature too. So if they're in the dimensions of the elements, we must pay attention to it. And things that are around us that are harmful and good for us. So we deal with both things, a balance, Maya. Tonight's conversation was people make the world go round, like the song, people make the world go round. But it seemed like we're going backwards. It seemed like we're going
The
backwards.
joke's on us, Brethren. The joke's on us, man.
Yeah, it seemed like we're going backwards.
Yeah.
And when I say that, we're having a mental health thing happening there, man. And it's at its greatest stages. The mental health of people. The attitudes. The no self-love, self-destruction. The man against the woman and the woman against the man. In social views and caught up in an algorithm of likes and dislikes. The state of the music along with the food is an alchemy. It works on the gut and the brain.
Yeah, brother.
You got the gut confused and the brain is deranged in its confusion. When I say the mental health with people, I'm talking about this socially. Anger, the anger and frustration that people are holding in them. And some people, I don't know where this is coming from. Out of the blue. I'm trying to help a person, and I call to check on them. I really don't even call, I text them. You can't call people no more because you might get the wrong response when you call them. So you got to do like all the young people do now. You got to text them. I text this person. Now they didn't got a detox from me. They didn't came to me, Brother Cassius, I need a detox. I need the detox. You know what I'm saying? Can you help me? I said, okay. I sent them on a journey. I'd make the detox for them. And in our detox, we add the herbal compounds of the yellow dock and the burdock and the red clover. We're going to give you all the blood purifications. I'm going to give you a consultation. I'm going to talk about the problem. I'm not only going to talk about detoxing the body, but I'm going to talk about detoxing the mind.
Yeah, man.
Dropping that suitcase. So I'm at her about it. So I happened to call her. She about in her second day of detox. I call myself being a great coach at it to call you and say, how you doing? Are you all right? Because I know this is day 2. To give you some support. And she japs out on me on the phone in a way. Like she had a vendetta with men. And I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No.
See,
that's that mess that they spreading online, brother. I see it all over.
Yeah, I tell her, I say, this kind of old here. This ain't no young thing. This all kind of old thing. I tell her, I say, I'm talking with her on the text. And I say, I want to see your face. That ain't me flirting with you. I said, I want to see your face. Come around here and see me. Let's talk about the detox. Let me see how you doing, your well-being. I don't want nothing from you. And she japs out on me. All men say that y'all want to do that. I said, man, where is that coming from?
What?
Where is that coming from? And this is a mental health issue that we have.
Yeah, brother.
Can't say nothing to nobody. Can't speak. Everybody on edge. Everybody got a killer instinct. Everybody want to hurt somebody. This is our mental state of mind now. The pressure. How do we get rid of some of this? Because a lot of spirits enter through this mental state of mind. There are a lot. See, we use the word extraterrestrial. Okay? And a lot of people don't understand what extraterrestrial is. You see? Extra is a being. Terrestrial means the ground. Terrestrial is the heavens. This is something coming from the heavens to the ground. From out of the heavens, not heaven. Everybody says heaven is upstairs. Up there, when you say heaven, everybody points up. I'm going to the upper room. They tell you hell is placed down below. But when you ask them where at up there, they can't tell you. I don't know. Could it be beyond the stars, beyond the cosmos, beyond the Milky Way, beyond the galaxies and galaxies and galaxies until you reach it? Is that what we said? Or is it something fictitiously being put in our heads? But everybody talks about heaven. But nobody seems to know how to find heaven until you pass away. Everybody want to go to heaven, but guess what? Nobody wants to die.
Straight up, brother. Straight up.
And they say heaven. And we can't obtain this heaven due to the social engineering that's happening right now. The pain and the frustration. Our music raps about our demise. Our music has become what I like to call demonic. Anything that is anti-human or against human, you see? And it raps about our demise. And it's a pressure, a mental pressure, a spiritual pressure, which sets up a fear. And it's so bad because the fear overlaps on each other.
Yes, it do.
And this go for all people. This not just black people. This all people. People are going through something.
It's an earth crisis, man, like Steel Paul say.
Talk about it.
It is, man.
Talk about it. I want to hear your side of it.
I mean,
Because I know you see it too, man. Because you out there. I be trying to hide now. I think that way I ain't want to come outside.
yeah. You know, we become a victim of our own ignorance, man. You know, a lot of us we don't want to realize the truth of the matter that's going on right in front of us, man. A lot of us are walking around with our head in the clouds, and we live in this fairy tale, or we chasing these, plastic dreams, that we're seeing on the internet or on these screens and such, man. It's got us into a state of hypnosis, it seems, to where we don't know how to think for ourselves, and we don't know how to have how to control emotions, or even know how to identify emotions and how to handle ourselves. A lot of people that I see in my generation, or we're not going to just put it to my generation, we're going to put it to out there, because I'll be around, man, and everybody is so quick to jump. Everybody's got a spark ready to click, man, and it seems like everybody is on edge, man, and you don't understand why, man. Everybody is short fuse, man. Everybody is ready to fight. And so you have to kind of walk around with that apprehensive attitude as well, to an extent. I mean, because even if you come around and show love, people don't want to acknowledge it, man, because they don't know what it is, man. They don't know how to feel it. Everybody living in poverty, man. And I seen a study the other day. It said, the world is going to shit, man. And it's not by the people in poverty, man. We're just a product of it, man.
Yeah. And I ain't just talking about physical, financial poverty. I'm talking about mental and spiritual poverty.
Straight up, man. Because we lacking a lot of it, man.
Man, Thanksgiving just came. Y'all call it Thanksgiving. I call it Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving just came. On Thanksgiving Day, I had stopped, get me some gas. I'm going to go and pick up my babies. My youngest baby, we're going to go into some family houses and see what they got to eat. Take it and socialize. I stopped to get the gas. And right across me is a sister pumping gas. Now, I'm on the other side of the pump. I come up from the pump. She looking directly at me. I'm looking directly at her. What do you think I do?
Say, hey.
I speak. Hey, good sister. She looked at me and rolled her eyes like I was nothing. Like damn it, I'll bite you. As she looked at me like, damn it, I'll bite you.
Yeah, man.
And all I said was, hey, good sister. I didn't want nothing from her. I didn't come trying to holler at her, get her phone number. I was always taught to speak. I was always taught to speak.
Yeah.
Good morning. How you doing?
Straight up,
If
man.
I pass somebody and we make contact, hey, good morning. Or hello. Greetings. Now you can't do that. You don't know whether to speak or not. And this is social distancing.
Straight up, man.
You know, we always talk about AI, artificial intelligence. I ain't talking about no robot. I ain't talking about no cyborgs. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about the artificial intelligence that's programmed into us to where it almost got us like savages.
It's taking away the human element or the human nature of ourselves, man.
It's a concept, man. We can't lose our mind.
You ain't lying, because we
can't lose our minds. So many people losing their minds, man. And they hurt and they wonder where all these medical problems happening to them. It's got a lot to do with how they think too.
Yeah, man, a lot of it does.
And the weight of the thought that they carry, the pressure of that thought and that action that they carry. And some people haven't learned to clean the house out. I meet women now, man. And women so jammed up to me, man. They jammed up to me. Young and old. I don't care what it is. The young is just too silly and jammed up. The old ones are bitterly jammed up. You be trying to talk to them about something totally out the record. They think you trying to holler at them, but they don't want you to holler at them. They want to say you like all the rest of the men. The lady told me 98% of the men wasn't nothing. I said, wow. Put your father in that?
Straight up.
Your grandfather, your father's father and grandfather. How about your son?
How many people you basing that off of, man?
Right.
That's a very small view. Very small perspective, man.
If we keep thinking like this, me versus you, ain't no family. We're going to lose the walk of the family. I'm talking about the emotional baggage. Putting us all in one box. Men do it too. We didn't dog the women out. We didn't dog them out.
I'm guilty of that myself, but I've grown far from that.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Hey, I ain't never really dogged women out. I'm kind of different. I ain't never been really in that. I can get me one good one. I'll ride with her.
True.
I don't have to do all that.
Yeah, man.
But you can't find that nowadays.
Nah, man.
You might well be by yourself.
Yeah, man.
It's tripped out. I didn't think we would ever come to a day where you see it like this, so blatant and real, right in real time in your face like that.
Wow.
And it's a mental health issue.
We done made things so complex, man, when it could all be so simple, man. You know? Simplicity is divine, man. When you could simplify things, man, and you take a world, you take a weight of the world off your shoulders, man. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know. And everybody's all caught up in the world, man, and what's going on, and they gotta live like this, and they gotta work like that.
What they got us caught in is a reverse cycle of good living. We in the pits. We in what they call the ghetto of the mind. The mind has become the hood. And this is what we sold, our image. What's talked about us, the glorification of criminals, the glorification of prison. And if you say anything that makes sense, that talks about it. Everybody at you now.
Yeah, man.
I don't care if y'all get at me. Come get at me. Holla. Because I'm going to speak truth and light. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm a light walker. I can't help but to bring the light. If I come in a room and it's full of darkness, I am going to shine the light.
No
I had to shine the light on some people yesterday.
Got to, man.
Yeah, man. I had to be the elephant in the room with the donkey in the room. I had to throw some shit on the wall.
If not you, who else?
Because we sitting there in a meeting, in a presentation, and they blowing smoke up our you know what.
See?
And I'm sitting there, I'm not going to let you do that. And I asked some real question to what was going on. And everybody now want me to dumb down. Brother Cash is on. And one sister comes sit next to me and try to pet me on my arm like this. I had to, man, go on with that, man. No, I ain't doing that. A lady across me told me I keep forgetting how she said it. I was too intimidating. I looked at her and said, what you want me to be, a punk? You want me to agree with you, right? You want me to shut up and agree with you, and you ain't doing nothing right.
Exactly, brother.
Everybody in the room knows what I just asked y'all was legit.
Straight up.
But now you want me to be quiet because you say so. And it was a bunch of women running it, and they knew nothing about what they was doing. And the men sitting there just as soft.
Because that's how they trying to make the man become, you know what I mean? They
so when I breathe like the lion I am, now I'm too much. Well, I just got to be too much, y'all. My job is coming in and throw the brick.
Somebody got
I'm going to be throwing the bricks. So if you don't want to get hit with one of the spiritual bricks, get out the way. Don't start the fight either. Because we is going to throw the brick and hit you with it.
Hey, man, it's real.
You know, the mental health of us. You know, when I moved to Indiana, I didn't know I really got a chance to really rest mentally. I got a chance to get out the concrete. Even though it's concrete and steel here, I got a chance to kind of like get out of it a little bit and breathe. At least I could see some birds and some this and bees and smell some different air, even though it's still stale and the wildfires are blowing over the wind and pulling all the carbon over it, and the steel mill and what is left of this. Yeah, but it's still different than what I had in Chicago. The spiritual breathing.
Wow.
From the overcrowdedness that was spread out here. The mental health is very important to all. And if you're raising children and you don't have your mental health intact, you're not trying to fix yours, you will never fix your families.
Man, you sure can't.
This is what a dysfunction. We call it a dysfunctional family, meaning the family does not function. It's in chaos. Because the head, the matriarch or the patriarch of the family is in chaos.
That's right, brother.
You know? And this mental health issue is making us turn backwards. We're not buying anything. I'm talking to my community. We're not buying anything. We're not investing in anything. We get money. We got the bag. But yet we don't put nothing back into the neighborhood because of the regression of the mental health issue. Matter of fact, we say we from the hood. We love the hood. We throw up signs and stuff. But we didn't kill everybody in the hood. We didn't poison the hood. We didn't wreck the nerves and the mind state of the children and the elders in the hood. And now, but we love the hood. This mental health issue. The late, great Bobby Wright, clinical psychologist, bad brother, great ancestor. He said, this is a state of emergency. We are in a mental health crisis. And that's where we at. And we got to learn to fix this now in the 21st century. You know, because in the mental health, we open the door for spirits. Let's look at one. A lot of people in the mental health crisis they are drinking.
Yeah, man.
Heavy drinkers.
Yes, brother. Every day.
What is alcohol called? A
Spirits.
spirit. Spirits. And this chemical form of treatment, now that they start become chemically dependent on it. Meaning, we gotta get up in the morning. I gotta have me a shot. I gotta have me a dash of some Quavio, or one of them things that they be drinking. Now they went from drinking at night to where they drinking all day,
Straight up, man.
and they trying to find relief in the drinking, like it's medicating them, but it intoxicates them and creates a spirit on top of the level of mental health that they have. Now you have a ticking time bomb.
Oh yeah.
Now you have a dysfunctional, chemically imbalanced person in nature. Is that safe to say that like that? Too big of words.
That's deep, man.
That's
we don't went up there with that, brother. That was deep.
Let's go to the next one. We all share the cannabis, the marijuana.
Yeah.
I've been smoking for a long time. My name should be Smokey the Best. You see? And it used to be a time where you smoke and you got high.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Most definitely.
You put it down. We used to roll joints and say it was so fire you only smoke half of it.
Yeah,
Put it
likewise,
down in
brother.
the ashtray like that. And that'd be for later. Now it's spliff after spliff, but blunt after blunt, really. In every video, everybody rolling up something. In every black movie, everybody rolling up something. And the herb that they smoking, it's hybrid, laboratory grown. I like to call it dirty marijuana. I heard people say they're laced with fentanyl. I don't believe that. But it's laced with something. Probably got some of that K2 spray on it. You see? And we stress it out. We're rolling it and we're stressing out one after the other, the other. And this brings like a new spirit too. Because if you ever had some of this new marijuana, wow,
yeah,
blast it.
It's known to bring on psychosis for some people, man.
Talk about it. Talk about it from your perspective.
Yeah, man. So psychosis, man. It's like when people get out of touch with reality, man. And then it's kind of like if you ever had a trip before, man. You ate some mushrooms or you took some psychedelic before, and you go into the trip, man. You know what I mean? But going into psychosis is never coming back from that. You know what I mean? Not being able to decipher reality from fiction, man. You know, so we got everybody out here living a false reality. You know, trying to portray something that is not really them. And a lot of these different drugs or mind-altering substances have a big part to play in that stuff. A lot of these things were medicines at first, you know what I mean? But we've in turn turned those around to an abusive fashion, you know? We're not using no more, we're abusing, you know? And this stuff is causing chemical changes in the brain, man, you know? We can, in weeks to come, we can dive a little bit deeper. I'll come with some research, man.
Yeah,
and we'll talk about the different parts of the brain it's affecting.
The next thing, Lightwalkers, we're going to go into the brain.
Yeah, man.
We're going to go to the brain. Since we're at the sun, we're going to go to the nucleus of the human body, to the thought process of the brain.
Might as well, brother.
You said a word. You said a phrase.
Yeah.
Mind-altering substances.
Sure, man.
Now, I noticed in a lot of the rap videos, rap recording artists pretending.
Straight up, don't get
Y'all
twisted.
know how I feel about that. The heavy use of marijuana in the blunts and showing it. Now you know everybody programmed because in all the videos, everybody do the same thing.
Yeah.
They look like this and they do this. Everybody got the same. Everybody hold a stack of money. Everybody do the same thing. They fold out all the money. It's the same.
That's what I see on the streets too, man. People doing dumb shit like that.
Pattern. Everybody stop and go. Now the programming is already there. And everybody twisting and rolling up. Everybody twisting and rolling up. Twisting and rolling up.
Yeah.
And it seems like when they smoke, they start doing some of the craziest things.
Yeah, man.
Now, I know pills are involved too, but I'm not getting at the pills yet. I'm talking about the dirty marijuana.
Oh, yeah, man. Because a lot of it.
Now everybody says when you get some Reggie now, man, we don't smoke none of that. But that was the most purest of the marijuana you could smoke.
Real talk, man.
That was nature grown.
I enjoy when that stuff come
That
around.
had no help. That didn't have, you didn't go put no chemically induced background on it and grow it to make it sweet and make the crystal, make the terpenes stand up and make the what you call it,
The tetrachones.
tetrachones crispy, and you didn't do all of that. It grew, you cut it, you dried it, you cured it, and it made the best oil, smoked the best, and it didn't do a lot of these chemical malfunctions that we have right now in our people. And it's getting stronger and stronger, and many more strands and strands and strands. And it's all part, like I say, of AI technology, artificial intelligence. Meaning you are becoming artificial. You're programmed to destruct. You're programmed to be in the mental care center. Yeah. You're programmed for the penitentiary. You're programmed to drop out of school. You're programmed by the stress levels. And along with the diet, it's an alchemy. You poison your gut, now you're a nut. That's safe to say. Y'all don't steal my bar now.
Hey, man, it's crazy out there. It's wicked in the mushroom cloud, man.
And that's just what we call the mushroom cloud. We write that down because that's going to be one
of the
I'll
never forget that.
That's going to be one of the brain things. When we talk about the brain, we're going to have the episode called the mushroom cloud. Y'all stay tuned for that. And we're going to talk about that because that's deep. Because we can go back to the mushroom people that wore the hats like the mushroom and what they would do. We're going to get into that.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother one, y'all. Lightwalkers, take notes production. Take notes now so you can get on the research now. So we come on here. I like when y'all be commenting on here.
Yeah, man.
To give, just don't watch me. Give me some comments.
Straight up, man.
Let me see some stuff.
Yeah, chime in, y'all.
King Isaac Q said he ain't smoked for 2 weeks. Well, bring it over here. I'll smoke for you. Give me all your stuff, and I'll smoke for you.
Simple.
I had to do my herb like Halloween. Like back in the day when they had the candy scale with the razor blades and stuff in the candy. But I get some herb, I got to look at it.
You have to check it out,
I got to smell it. If it don't smell like what I think it doing, it's just too loud. I heard it loud, but some of that shit is just too loud.
Yeah, man.
I already know it's about to crip my crap and tap my tapping. And I know not to smoke it like that. Some of it I don't even like to smoke. I'd rather have the Reggie. I'm so glad I got Reggie this year. I got a plant that fell from Venus, y'all. I held it all just for us. Royal herb.
You see, we used to blazing and being constructive, man. You know what I mean? Doing some work, learning something, man. Keeping the mind going, keeping the mind active, man. And everybody who's blazing is high THC stuff. Now, even some of the stuff that I've been blazing. You know, I'm like, I don't want that stuff because it put me in.
You brought me some shit. I was stuck to the wall. Listen, I was stuck to the wall.
You
when they say to the windows, to the wall.
He was on the wall.
No joke about it either.
You got to watch out, man. Yeah, it's heavy like that, man. I think it has a lot to do with the psychological state that we see in the world today, man. Because as we know, it's not just here in America. We start to see this happen worldwide, man. You know what I mean?
And in the propaganda war, every time you watch the videos and those movies and everybody rolling up and blazing up, they're selling this concept to younger children.
Yeah, man.
So now in grammar schools, going all the way down to 6th grade sometimes, you got children that are emulating and imitating this culture.
Yeah, man.
So they're rolling up.
And nothing being taught about it, what it is, why it make you feel this. You never get to the sciences of nothing.
No. It's the stress reliever. And you never get out of the stress. If it's a stress reliever, you've been smoking for 10 years, come on, it's stress reliever, you still got stress, and that ain't working.
Nah, not at all. You need to change it up, man. Change the regime.
This is a mental health crisis we have.
It is, man.
And people make the world go around, but it seems like the world is going around backwards.
That's,
We
that
don't
don't even
care
sound
about
right,
nothing
brother.
no more. We don't care about what happens to us anymore.
No, we don't. We we are for death, man.
You hear the young folks say it. I don't give no F. They
The
tell you that in
songs are
America.
about it, man.
I
You
don't
know.
care. You know how high suicide rates that went up?
Oh man, tremendously, brother. From all generations, man.
Yeah.
Some people, hey man, the world. If you don't think the world is getting treacherous, look at the statistics on that, man.
Yeah.
Because it's above 50%, man.
This is us going backwards. This is us going backwards.
It become destruction of the human race, man.
Wow.
You know, we went all the way to the bottom of the pyramid right there, man.
Yeah. It's a deep concept.
Yeah, man.
And our mental state of mind on how the savagery in us, how we treat each other.
Yeah, everything is malicious, man. And
And
then
I'm
people take it out of context at the same time because they've been warped to think that everybody is acting like that, man.
I'm
You
gonna go
can't
back.
even.
I'm gonna go back to man and woman.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dive back into that again because when we don't talk man and woman in the union and the divine union of that, then we don't have no families at all. In the 21st century, by the first half of the 21st century, we're gonna wipe the family structure totally out.
straight up, brother.
It's already bad enough that none of our music talks about love anymore. It's already bad about that. You got Stinky Red and the rest of them. And I saw her out there pregnant.
Yeah, you seen that, brother?
That's a disgrace.
It is, man.
That's terrible.
It's terrible, brother.
If I was her daddy, I'd be cringing somewhere. I'd have went up there and snatched her off that video. Get your
Yeah. And everybody think this stuff's cool. We let this go on, man. You know,
This
the
is why I
parents
said
let it go on,
the
man.
world is
The
going
youth let it go on.
backwards. You see,
Nothing is going.
all
is
this
progressing
stuff,
anymore.
how the images being pushed. You know, the mental health crisis is causing us to defeat and deplete our own life force and purpose, our nia, what we come for. And we're getting caught up in it. And as we got into 5G technology and we done got on the internet, we really programmed.
Yeah, man.
You know, the Christian boy had a thing, beware the false prophets. I think we be on that internet, that's part of it. That's the driver.
Got to be, man.
And the stress that comes with it. The stress of the news, how it's produced to us, or how it's laid in us. You know, the gossip, how they put it on us.
Yeah, most definitely.
My light walkers out there, we gotta learn to defeat this. I bring this up so that you can start looking at it and you can start learning to have what they call an old-fashioned reality check.
I want to add something a little scientific here, man, to back up all the hypnotic states that we've been talking about here and why it really is going on, especially through these screens. So the brain operates in alpha, theta, and delta waves. Okay, and alpha waves is like where is the frequency of the mind. It's 7 cycles per second that you get your mind down to in order to reach states of meditation or things that states that shamans reach and such. And when you watch television, it's already programmed into the colors and into the program itself. Because as you know, when videos are rolling, you know they are filming at so many cycles per second, man. And this in turn lines up with the 7 cycles per second of the alpha stage of our brain waves and causes us to become hypnotized, man. You know? And we see why people emulate what we see on television. We see why people are in the emotional states they are, the mental states, the spiritual states. I mean, the evidence is out there right in front of our face, man. You know, I mean, we can dive to so many deep levels, man, but somebody's got to listen, man. Somebody's got to wake up.
And this puts us in a fallen state.
Yeah, brother.
A fallen state. You know, and Shannon said Sickness and ignorance is the new cool.
Shake my damn head. You ain't lying, brother.
It is.
Oh wow.
Shannon, I know. I agree. 100. I agree. I agree. We got to do something different, man.
Yeah, man.
If we light walkers, you share this with people.
Yeah. Got to teach, man. Got to teach it.
Start teaching. Don't let nobody shadow your light. Don't let nobody block you. See, sometimes being in this type of state, I like to call it the free state. The free state of light. That's how you term.
Free state of light.
You see, the free state of light. The free state of light is having a grip on your mind. Being able to see the difference between reality in real time and real shit in shit time.
Call it what it is, man.
You see? And we can't be afraid. So I feel like sometimes this tribe is a lonely walk.
Most definitely.
You can't find mates. Everybody you run into, it just don't qualify. It just don't what?
Yeah, man.
You think you got something until you say, dang, here we go with this again. Why can't it just be? You feel like you're alone sometimes. Your circle becomes smaller and smaller. And I'm going to tell all y'all, the older you get, it really becomes smaller.
True.
If you feel like the oddball, everybody says that you're weird. No, they're weird. Stay in the light. If you know it's right, stay in the light.
Yeah, man.
Don't humble yourself down to darkness.
Nah, man.
Don't below yourself to darkness. This is how you get trapped in the fallen state. Yeah, I see a lot of the stuff going on around me. I watch some of the hood movies. I'm a hood movie professional. I am. I watch them all. I know reality. And I watch them for the research. I watch them to see the fallen state.
Yeah,
That's how I was able to talk about the roll-ups. Because I see the same scenario in all of them.
Yeah, man.
In all the rap videos and music videos. The toughness. You got to have a body to be somebody. You had to go out and murk some people to be somebody. You had to go to the penitentiary for 10 years. And anybody that's been in the penitentiary 10 years don't normally come home and talk about none of that. Because that was 10 years of hell on earth. See, hell ain't in the ground. It can be in the soul. It can come through the eyes. It can have you trapped in a box somewhere. Hell is right around the corner when you sink to a fallen state.
Straight up, man. Don't forget it.
Shannon said the oath of consciousness and righteousness is a lone one. I wouldn't have it no other way. The travel is the blessed one. I agree.
Surely is, man.
I agree, because I feel the same way.
Yeah, the path to consciousness and righteousness, man, is sometimes you be on the fringe, man, because like you say, you get them lonely days and you're like, damn, man, it's so much more easier to go back doing something different, going with the flow of traffic. But look at everything you've learned and gathered and gained spiritually along the way.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine ask me, hey, man, ain't you lonely without a woman? And my answer to him was, everybody like to have a companion.
True.
Everybody like to have somebody you can share something with.
Most definitely.
A good time. Yeah, on them nice days, I want to go out, like my buddy Kevin will say, I want to put on my fancy stuff. You see what I'm saying? Have a session, smoke a token, go out and be from a fly society. I want to do that too. Have somebody on your arm. But if I got to go into the fallen state to obtain that, I don't want it.
Not at all, brother.
And loneliness is only in what you strive for, what you desire in a person. So the answer to that question is, yeah, everybody would like to have something, but I ain't for everybody. Until that person that intertwined soul with me and is a light walker and can see light like I am, then we can get there. I ain't met no people like that. They come, they be nice, but come on. Too many hang-ups, too many shortcomings, too many games, too many tricks, too many shortfallings, too many anger moments, too many emotional breakdowns, too many, it's just too many. And my mind is not there for that. My mind is trying to be on a higher elevation, in a higher light frequency. So I'd rather be by myself. You know, and when I gave that answer, they couldn't do nothing but say, you're right. You see? The fallen state of humanity. You know, I once heard the Moorish Science Temple, the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali. They said we must exhume a nation, meaning to rise up a nation, to rise it from the dead. Because it is in the fallen state. And if generations keep falling back into the mental health crisis of this fallen state, I'm going to give short-term numbers. In 20 years, see how short the numbers was? I didn't say 100 years. I said 20 years. We're going to hit the bottom. We're almost there now. We're almost there now. People don't care about themselves anymore. They're writing all over themselves, and they're not writing sacred symbols on themselves. The tattoos are just tattoos. People are representing a demonic force. Everything is anti-human. Everything is based on the satanic principles. We're in a perverted state, a sexual perverted state, total perversion. Porn is at your fingertips. All kind of cyber spirits now that come through your computer. Yeah, y'all think that's a joke? Don't play with no AI, artificial intelligence. Cyber spirits. You gotta watch some of the stuff you clicked on your computer. You think viruses only come on a computer? They come on you too. This is the age of enlightenment. This is the age of technology. This is when spiritual warfare is at its greatest. And that's how we created the Lightwalkers. So that we could bring information, stir the pot, and get you to thinking about what it is that's going on. So you could begin to change for yourself and share with others. Each one teach one, reach one, help one, save one. Our community is those that think like us, want the things we want, practice like we practice, see it like we see it. That's the community, our common unity. That's serious, Lightwalkers. That's serious.
Yeah, well spoken, well spoken.
Come on, that's serious, y'all. Holler with me. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Hit them thumbs. Let me see some thumbs and some hearts if y'all feel a way about it.
Brethren, chime it in. You know we plugged into the algorithm. We need all that we could get when it comes to
let me see some
like
thumbs
buttons, man.
and some hearts and some stuff. Let me know we with y'all. And you feel what we're saying. You see? Because it's a serious thing that's happening to our people. And we got to start changing it. Now we get ready to go into another presidential election. And we've been so distracted from what's going on that any and everybody running. We don't even do information on that no more because of the big distraction. We're too busy praising the negativity and the glorification of the fallen state that the whole world is changing around us and we just in a bubble in the fallen state. Is this where we're going in the 21st century? This is a mental health issue. This is a spiritual health issue. This is a spiritual alert for you to get a checkup from the neck up so you can help your own. This is why we do this. Take Notes Productions. We're taking notes, y'all. We want you to take some notes. Taking notes just don't mean write it down. It means taking notes. Put the word notice. That means look at what's going on. Is that good to say?
Yeah, brother.
I don't want to go too over their head or nothing, you know, and it get too bright in here and I have to go get me another pair of sunglasses.
It's going to get bigger every episode, man.
Oh, man, I get some big old heavy sunglasses. What you think, man?
The time, man.
What you think? I love to hear you talk because you get scientific.
I think
you say some words. I didn't want to show you. One time you said some words, I had to lean over and look it up.
You went to the doc, brother.
I had to look it up on the phone because you said something so big, it got me good.
It'd be like it'd be like that, but knowledge is power, man. You know what I mean? The more knowledge we gain, the more that we can continue to grow and grow the community, man. You know, because I can't do everything, you can't do everything. Somebody else has got to be able to do something in particular, you know.
Pick up the pieces.
Exactly, man. We can all have knowledge in a little bit of everything, but some people got to bring their strength to the table. Some people got to be stronger in here, in that area, in this particular area. So that's just how I feel, man. Knowledge is power, man, and we got to continue to find a way to get the people back to that, man, and practice old world values, man. You know what I mean?
They told your generation that's out.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. If we start to fall victim to the narrative, all is going to be lost, man. You know, they say when 90% of a people's or population perishes, or gets decimated, then they'll eventually go extinct.
Yeah.
I know that it's like that for like mammals and animals and such, but I'm assuming it's the same way for humans too, man.
Come on now.
You know?
Come on now.
So it's a serious issue, man, and you know we got to address it within ourselves, man. Everybody got a lot of growing to do, man. Especially when we're being bombarded by technologies, we got to find balance in things, man. Everybody lacks a lot of balance, man, and stability, man. So stability is the next important thing. We have to become stable, you know.
Yeah.
We always have to have something going for themselves, and then you could be with somebody, and then you could work with somebody, and then you could do this, that, and the other. But you have to have some type of foundation for yourself, man. And a lot of people ain't got that nowadays, man. You know, it's rough, man. It's rough out there, brother. Yeah, I'm out in the weeds every day, man. I see
it. Make you sad, don't it?
Yeah.
You got sad for a bit. I felt it over here. I almost had you some tissue. I swear I did let you go off over there and drop a tear. But it's sad like that.
Yeah, so much division, man. You know, if you could pump division amongst the people, man, how can you ever unify with your peoples or your tribe and then work with other peoples, man? You know what I mean? How can you ever do that?
Well, because they fooled us into not having leaders anymore.
Absolutely, man.
You go to a meeting and you get there and you'll hear somebody jump up and say, "We don't need no leader. We all the leaders." Okay. You going this way leading, he going that way leading, she going that way leading, they going this way leading. Where we going? Nowhere. We done broken into all these different pieces.
Lost,
and that means that the whole center mission has been cracked up in pieces and it's in chaos. It has no order. It was in perfect order. And there was one person that we all learned to get behind that person because of the qualities of that person, because of the honesty and the loyalty of that person, and then merge our ideals with this person and lead us somewhere, take us somewhere. The promised land is in the head. Zion is in the head. Rasta say, I'm going to Mount Zion. That ain't in heaven in the sky. That's in the head.
Straight up, man.
That's in the Tafara, the highest creation. You see, Zion, heaven is in the head. George Clinton said in the record, he said, free your mind and your ass will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within. inside of you. You don't know what's going to happen when you leave here in flesh. That could be just it. Obtain it now and learn how to project that key. Open the doors to that temple to project that kingdom of heaven into your own kind. Because it's coming a day when you only going to circle with your kind. Everybody ain't your kind. I don't care if they got dreadlocks, smell like Egyptian months, frankincense and myrrh, wearing a dashiki, carrying a horsehair tutu. I don't care if they got a big Erica Badu head wrap on, eat a soul veg, strictly vegan, you know what I'm saying, and holistic hotel.
Don't let them fool you, man.
Don't let it fool you. You see? Everybody ain't your kind. You see? Everybody ain't your kind. And the slower you fall into this fallen state and this mental health crisis and spiritual warfare, you go down into their kind. You go into the darkness of their kind. You wonder why you suffer in relationships because that person you with ain't your kind. You wonder why you can't do business with these people because they're not your kind. You wonder why every time you come around it's an argument or this, that, a disagreement or fallout because these people are not your kind. I done cleared my closet of so many. I had people run to me, Cassius, man, come on, we're gonna do something. We're gonna raise the dead. We're gonna bring the Christ, all this other stuff. And then they find out they not my kind. They ain't light walkers. They can't walk in the light. They don't have that. The spirituality they got is religious. It's not spirituality. Then they'll turn to you and fault you. You said this to me. You said this. I don't like the way you said something. But did you hear what I said? See, if you really was my kind, you'd have heard what I said. You wouldn't have looked at how I said it. That would have been irrelevant. Your kind see you. She's so fine, but guess what? She ain't my kind. Hey, mommy with the dreadlocks, how you doing? That was And you ain't her kind. Doctors don't like cats like us.
Not at all, man.
Doctors don't want you.
Nah, not at all, brother.
Don't want me at all.
Nah, it goes against the criteria, the curriculum.
Doctors don't want it. One time I sat at a table and I was sitting there and I'm waiting on my friend. He owned like a restaurant. So I happened to sit at the table. I was waiting on him. He says, sit down. Yeah, sure. I'll be real gentle. So I'm sitting there and there's some young ladies happen to be sitting across from me. Here we go up this again. I look something and I say, you sitting right across me. Hey, mommy, how you doing? She looked at me and said, you ain't my type. And I looked back at her and said, I sure ain't. But how you doing anyway?
What's overstood is overstood, man.
Darkness don't like you. And sometimes we get fooled. We look at somebody, we think they got light, but they got darkness.
Yeah, man.
They appear like, oh, I'm from the culture. Well, no, you're not. No, you're not. I have a whole lot of spooky ass people come around me like they're hoaxing and playing with shit.
Yeah, they eventually get exposed too, man.
You know, you come around here with your fake hair wrap on, with your veganness. And you're just you're really a scumbag. You're really a freeloader. You're really a Jezebel.
Yeah, man.
But you come and play like you Queen so-and-so. Princess so-and-so. When you're really a harlot, a Jezebel. Or the brother that play like he's so supernatural, spiritual. He got wisdom from the ancestors. And he a clown, a goofball. All I'm saying, y'all, spiritually, we're going to have to be able to take notice, take notes, take notice, take notes, take notice, so that we can begin to prepare and repair ourselves for this mental and spiritual warfare in the fallen state, so that we can rescue those that have common unity like us. That's our talk for Lightwalkers tonight.
I don't get no better than that.
Before we leave out of here, I like to say peace to Ken Chain, my brother Zulu King Isaac Q. Like I said, bring your herb on over here, Q. I'll take care of it. I like to say peace to Chef Aaron L, to Shannon,
Yeah, man.
and all the other people that's gathered here on the Lightwalkers path.
Straight up, brother.
Remember, this Friday, pull a fly up one more time.
One more time. We got to drop
time.
it for you, man. Y'all got to see it, man.
One more time. This Friday, from December 8th, from 5 to 8, we're going to have what we call an organic kickback. This for the archive. See what we call our stuff? We didn't say an after work set. We said an organic kickback with the organic bar and the organic buffet. Chef Aaron L got some wonderful things he whipping up for us over there.
I already know it, man.
Doing it. Make sure you support the brother. Make sure he's a mystic. Make sure you support him. You see, we're going to have massages, qualified massage therapists. Oh, we got some pros with us. You see what I'm saying? We're going to have my sister Nancy, the alchemist. She's doing the sound healing and the water charge rejuvenation. We're going to have some good music. We're going to have some raffles and some giveaways. Come down. It's going to be at 720 West 5th Avenue in Gary, Indiana. That's 720 West 5th Avenue. Harvest Therapies. All right? This has been Lightwalkers, y'all. And we kind of like going to be studying walking in the light. Until we see y'all next week, by the spirit of creation, keep walking in the light. It's Lord Cassius D.
Brother Chris Lyon.
And we out.
Peace.